Just off the shores of Lake Erie in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, as we get set for football here at the always rockin' Cleveland Browns Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And mark him down way up close to the 40 of the 39. That good for 22 and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he is going to lose yardage here. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. A run between the tackles with Breida. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Fields out front. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Grant Delpit, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and a couple. Here's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Watson going to change the look here. 3rd and 2, Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Now receiver in motion left. They're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one, that may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Fields. Incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and the defense's number one goal is to throw on timing.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Fields. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They give him a gain of 37.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. They run again with Breida. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them. That detracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Breida, they'll go up the middle. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now Fields. Now loose football. The ball comes out. And one of the linemen on the other side is good. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Here's Watson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30. Already going out of bounds. The first catch for Judy. Good for a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown in their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Watson looks to throw again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Browns at 2-7 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
To throw is Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Down there, but it's incomplete. These 2 teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. He is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, normally you see three tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
From the red zone now, Watson sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. Touchdown. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Get the crowd going. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
The 45. Fields has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 10. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he's going to take this across the 15 into Browns territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing the run down, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Chiefs line up to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a long.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Dante Johnson picks it, and the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Ronnie Hickman with a pick. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing again is Watson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Jeudy. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Watson off play action. Throw left side complete. That's more. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Watson on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Watson changing the play. Watson now. Off play action. They'll roll him out right. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Fields on 1st down. And for the time here in this half. It's intercepted. Picked up by Greg Newsome. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. He'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Back to the air, Watson on second down, escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Elijah Moore with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Chris Watkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Browns drive about to get started. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They're calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
A lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, Watson. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's another first down on the big gainer here, 33 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. York able to send this one through, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. A very interesting call and one that... Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you, he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
On first down, Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Faking the give, now Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That is caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. First target, first catch, and a first down. Chubb will get the call, running left. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He'll buy some time right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On on third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his second TD of the game, his sixth of the year. And the Browns are able to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. Now a give running left is Breida. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on third down, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Yet another interception. I just had to double check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Touchdown, Browns! Cedric Tillman, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Browns have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get over to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score.
Oh, my goodness. Here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns will take over here as they get up to the 33-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for them. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it all pretty hard, but also You might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation. Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. That's out to Chubb, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by New York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give them a red light? Do you keep them in? Green light, let them go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I had.
Now Watson. He's thrown about the 5. Touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson. His 5th of the afternoon. And the Browns are pouring it on. Familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Do not kick it to 22.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably going out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he's got room. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well. Because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
2nd and 16. That would give to Breida. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On the handoff, this is Breida. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st down, it's Watson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Now Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now Watson, he's going to move him around. Here's Watson on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Open man, that's Tillman. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Browns. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Here's one deep for Pickens. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in. What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. A route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Here's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. To throw is Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep running plays and trying to add to this lead. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. This is Breida, and he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And this returnable for Hines. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Watson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. The coaches come into a game preaching total team effort. CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Breida. And he'll go down at the 26, forming a gain of 6.
Not a ton of room available right now, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
This now a 3rd and 4. They run with Breida. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. And Audible here to get a new look. They run forward with Breida. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. This game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they were just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
so for the Browns, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they're going the wrong way as